The Honourable Nicky Wagner.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It's my pleasure too to support this Greater Christchurch Regeneration Bill. There's absolutely no doubt that we all agree that Christchurch has come a long way since September 4, 2010. It's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster, but we're still learning how to reorganise our lives, how to manage our emotions, and how to cope with grief. Cope with grief for the people that we've lost, for the homes that have been destroyed, and for the communities that are changed. But together, we've all survived that emergency phase. We are managing the recovery, and now it's our turn to look forward to regeneration. The phases all morph into each other as our lives and circumstances change, and as each of our individual future evolves at different speeds. But 5 years on is the time to focus on the future and to embrace regeneration as the road back to business as usual, local leadership, local management, and local control. Regeneration is a much bigger and more exciting concept than recovery. It's about building back better. It's about urban renewal and development, restoration, revitalisation, and enhancement. It's our opportunity to improve the environmental, the economic, the social, and the cultural well-being of our cities and its surroundings. And I think we all know where we want to end up. I think the submitters in the Share an Idea campaign made it very clear. We want to live in a leafy, people-friendly, vibrant city, a place where all generations want to come to live, to work and to play, a city that focuses on community well-being, a city that we can be proud of, and a city that we can all enjoy. And I believe we're well on our way towards that. And I just want to make a note about the bill. The references to environmental, social and cultural well-being have been elevated to the purpose clause of the bill to highlight their importance. Many submitters thought that regeneration did not include environmental well-being. Well, it does, and I'm really pleased that the Select Committee has recommended that it should be moved to become more visible. The Greater Christchurch Regeneration Bill and its SOP provides a framework within which we can all work together to get the best possible outcomes for our city and Greater Christchurch. The strategic partners, the 4 councils, the Christchurch City Council, the Selwyn District Council, the Waimakariri District Council and Environment Canterbury, work with central government, Te Urunga o Ngāi Tahu, and we've all got roles to play to deliver on this outcome and to prepare local organisations to take over and continue the work in the future. This bill has only a 5-year term, but regeneration and urban renewal will continue well past 2021. In fact, it should be continual and ongoing. So post-2021, Regenerate Christchurch will become a new council-controlled organisation. It's crucial that we get this bill right because it's an exciting opportunity for Greater Christchurch. I want to thank everybody who's been involved with creating the bill, the drafters, the submitters, the Select Committee, and particularly all those members who's worked with Minister Brownlee to make sure that this bill will support the collaborative process that we all need to embrace as we go forward. It specifically recognises local leadership and through our councils and through Ngāi Tahu, and provides each a role in the decision-making under the Act. It requires community input into decisions, into the development of regeneration plans and the decisions on the exercise of powers under Section 42. I think the bill represents an important milestone and allows for that much discussed step change move, the move from recovery to regeneration and from the Crown being in the driver's seat towards a progressive handover to local leaders. Submitters were really keen that the community was fully included and had a strong voice in future decisions. The government agrees. and the bill provides many opportunities for public input. The key is to develop a vision that will bring local people together and allow regeneration to happen quickly and efficiently. Engagement in the development of regeneration plans will be particularly important, and the bill requires proponents at the early outline plan stage to set out the opportunities for public engagement and how that will be undertaken. Regenerate Christchurch also has a statutory role to engage with communities, stakeholders and decision makers to achieve the purpose of supporting a vibrant, thriving and engaged Christchurch. As I've already noted, public engagement on regeneration plans was a key issue to submitters, and I want to emphasise that the consultations provisions in this bill are a minimum. The government expects local leaders to identify a range of public and stakeholder engagement opportunities to the issues covered by draft plan. And we want them to be creative. We want people to be excited and motivated by the possibilities for our city. The Valentine's earthquake last month reminded us just what it was like 5 years ago, but also emphasised about how far we've come since that time. And it gave me real confidence to see how our new homes and new buildings stood up so well, and that any damage of rock fall, cliff crumble or mass movement only happened where we expected it to happen, behind the barricades. There's no doubt that Canterbury will continue to be a shaky place, and we know that our geography is constantly changing, but I think we can all be assured that our geotech experts have got a really good handle on how earthquakes work in our region, and I think most of us have learned a lot about that too. We also know that there's still more work to be done to complete the final recovery work and before we move completely into regeneration and on to business as usual. So I support the continuation of the lands and works powers to finish the implementation of the Central City Recovery Plan and the final very difficult and complex demolition that's got to be carried out on the Port Hills. I believe that the bill that's reported back from the Select Committee with its SOP will provide that step change that we all seek, and it will support a really exciting journey from recovery to regeneration and from regeneration to the new local business as usual. And along the way, doors will open. Many doors will open. So I think it's really important for the inhabitants of Greater Christchurch that we can embrace the new ideas, the new opportunities and new ways of working. And I think that's our challenge and our responsibilities, for us to make really good decisions for those that have gone before us and good decisions for those that will come after us. I commend the bill to the House.